Down low to DeAndre. Goes up and stuffs him with the right hand. Right in the face of Bobby Portis. About 5 feet away from the goal. Just reached out and threw it down. Clippers by 11, 79-68.
Clippers Radio Network with that call. Your final 120-93, and Jordan would end up with 17 points and 20 rebounds. The Magic have clawed their way back into the game. They trailed the Celtics 95-93 just under 6 minutes ago in the fourth. And the Heat all over the Hawks from the get-go. They lead 82-68 with 9.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. For all your scores, go to NBCSportsRadio.com. I'm Keith Irizarry.
This is KCAA.
Here's all you need to know. There's a new cool way to sell your unwanted stuff online. It's buysellmakeoffer.com. Buysellmakeoffer.com. You're not going to believe it. Join the legions of web sellers and buyers who are turning to buysellmakeoffer.com today. Never pay fees again. For low monthly membership of $7.95, you can sell up to 50 items, and there's a 60-day free trial membership to get you started. You can even produce your own infomercial to sell your products and upload the video for the world to see. Go right now to buysellmakeoffer.com.
From the KCAA Weather Center, I'm Frank Stratus. For this afternoon, showers, possibly a thunderstorm. Some of the storms could produce heavy rainfall. Expect a high of 57 degrees. Tonight, expect showers mainly before 11 p.m. Rain could be heavy at times. Expect a low of 39 degrees. It's going to be breezy with wind gusts as high as 40 miles per hour. On Monday, mostly sunny with a high of 57. Monday night, mostly clear with a low of 35. That's your weather forecast for this hour from the station that leaves no listener behind. NBC News Radio AM 1050 KCAA.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bob Marshall, PhD, host of Healthline. This month, our Delta Boost is on special. In my opinion, this is the most advanced form of vitamin E. It promotes healthy circulation, overall cardiovascular function. Buy 2 bottles and get the third one free. Call 800-370-3447. That's 800-370-3447.
Join Dr. Bob Marshall every weekday afternoon at 2:30 here on KCAA 1050 AM and 106.5 FM.
Southern California's Inland Talk Express is KCAA.
R&B for the Soul. Saturday, February 13th, 2016. A pre-Valentine's Day event. Live at the Radisson Hotel, Whittier. That Delphonics Review featuring Gary Stevens, Andre Ray of LTD Forever. Hosted by BET Comic View comedian Dexter Miles.
And musical director Bobby Wilkerson.
Corey Clark from American Idol Season 2. Saturday, February 13th, 2016, a pre-Valentine's Day event. Doors open at 8 p.m. Tickets available on brownpapertickets.com. Live at the Whittier Radisson Hotel with Juliet Rose.
Including Cherie Dunn.
Maury the Songstress. Robert Coleman. Vicki Robinson. Get your tickets from brownpapertickets.com or call 626-443-9178. This is a GNC Media production.
Wyatt's Paint and Body in sunny San Bernardino, California. Hey, if we can't fix your car, nobody can. Wyatt's Paint and Body started in 1975. My father, Randy Wyatt, opened the business because he had a passion for cars, and he developed a real strong love for San Bernardino. Our primary business is collision repair. We can negotiate with the insurance company how to repair your vehicle, but that doesn't mean that's where we stop. We also have done restoration work, we've done custom work. We will match the paint to where you wouldn't see the difference of what we repaired and what we painted versus what was already on the vehicle. We do a lot of repairs in-house as far as brakes to suspension parts, that may be out of alignment or damaged, so they may need to be replaced. Frame repair, when a vehicle gets hit so hard that the frame's bent or shifted, we have to repair the frame back to its specifications. We can take care of all that, but it just doesn't stop at vehicles. We've painted boats. We've repaired motorcycles. We've developed a great relationship with the city and the county of San Bernardino. Occasionally we'll have the city vehicles and also Caltrans. Taking care of a customer is number one. When a vehicle enters our shop, we will take it to the fullest to make sure that that customer is happy. When someone has their vehicle damaged and they don't know where else to turn and they come to you and you repair the vehicle and the person's crying, tears of joy, when you hand them the keys, that's something you can't get anywhere else. It's a very good feeling and I really enjoy that. This isn't just a job, this is a life. This is my life. If you ever need your car worked on, come to 350 North Rancho Avenue, San Bernardino, California, or you can call us at 909-885-5051. You're not just a job, you're not just a dent on the fender, you're a person. You're a Wyatt's Pain Body, no one will treat you like we do.
This is KCAA.
All you've got is this moment. 21st century's yesterday. You can care all you want. Everybody does, yeah, that's okay. So slide over here and give me a moment. Your moves are so raw. I've got to let you know. I've got to let you know. You're one of my kind. I need you tonight, 'cause I'm not sleeping.
We gotta get this.
There's something about you, girl, that makes
Carlos.
me sweat.
This is Carla from Alcaraz AB, KCAA Sunday Block, CNBC, 10:50 a.m., 106.5 FM, and this is Inside Politics. And
Hi, this is Nancy
we have
Gutierrez.
Nancy here also, and Mr. Fred. How are you, Mr. Fred?
I'm fine. Fred Charette, 4th Ward City Council member.
Thank you so much for joining us this Sunday. I know that, it's raining, and I'm sure it's family time, and you're here with us. So thank you so much for joining us today.
I'm pleased to be here,
Yes.
always.
We're very grateful to have you.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Mr. Fred?
Okay, I'll start off by simply saying that I'm born and raised in the city of San Bernardino. I won't
Wonderful.
It's many, many years ago. I was actually born on the day that Harry Truman was elected office in 1948 on Election Day, so I don't think that has anything to do with why I'm in politics. I got in politics at a late stage in my life. Another little bit of trivia: my grandfather was also a councilman here in 1944.
Wow, that's awesome. That's really neat.
And his name was Fred. And I was actually named
so this is the second Fred Charette.
No, it was Chapin. His last name was Chapin.
Okay.
And then and going back further, I'm saying this because of to explain the roots that we as a family have in this community.
Right.
My grandfather's business, he was in the lumber business and owned a lumber company. Started in 1926 here in San Bernardino.
Wow.
My father was in a number of businesses over his career, but I remember him most as a part owner in the Lynn Truck and Equipment Company, a GMC dealership. That address was 280 South E, which is now the address of the Sixers stadium.
Oh, wow.
So, and then my brothers and I, my older brother Denny, started Crown Printers in 1970 with two partners, and little by little, my younger brother Tom and I joined the company. I left the company a number of years ago. They still run it here in San Bernardino at down at the corner of Rialto and Arrowhead. So our family's got a long history in the city of San Bernardino, and we've been entrepreneurs and business people in this community.
Yes.
So
yes, you have.
And of course, I try to approach my political life with a business mentality, and that's not always easy in government.
So we do have a businessman that's already on the city council. That's good. That's good, because it had been mentioned that there wasn't, but actually there is.
Right. And I've been on the council now for 7 years. I was elected first in 2009 in a special election. Had to run another campaign right behind that in 2009 in November, and that was for a full term. The first one was to fill out a vacated seat that had been left vacant by Neil Derry when he became county supervisor. Then I ran again in November of 2009, had a successful campaign, and was elected for a 4-year term. And then I ran again. I guess that was in 2013.
Wow,
and I've had 3 campaigns and fortunately won all of them. So that's why I'm still here, and I plan on staying around for a while.
Well, good. We actually had Ricky Van Johnson on yet last week, and he actually been in 12 years, and we were very impressed because people don't understand that the city councilmen only make $50 a month. So anybody that runs for city council is doing it because they love the city. It's not for any other reason.
It's absolutely right, and as I said, I kind of got into this late in life, and I've really enjoyed it. That's really what it's all about, is representing the citizens of San Bernardino and trying to, again, being in this town as long as I've been in town, I've seen the ups and downs, and generally it was always up as I was going through my business career and my school years and what have you. And over the last number of years, of course, we all know the problems that we've experienced, and to the point that we finally had to file for bankruptcy. But I think we're maybe on a upward swing.
Absolutely,
for 2016.
I agree with that.
I'm looking pretty positively at 2016.
And that's good. I'm glad you mentioned that your dad was part of the city, and
grandfather
it's in your blood to do this. So it's good that you are here with us and trying to bring up the city and make it a success, and keep working with the people and the new people that are coming in, right? Because next week already, it's here. About 3 more days, we get new council people in the city.
Yeah, we first get to find out about Iowa
6.
tomorrow
Yes.
at the national level.
Oh, wow.
And of course, I'm
That's true.
I've got some plans on that. I mean, I've got some hopes on that one, but I won't go into that, the national level. But, of course, as you said, Tuesday we have the runoff election for the 6th and 7th wards.
Correct.
I will state publicly here that whoever wins, I certainly will look forward to working with them, and whatever our political ideas and how the campaigns have gone, that'll be water under the bridge. We'll move that behind us, and we'll work together.
Right.
I am endorsing. I have endorsed and spoken out on behalf of Jim Mulvihill. Jim was elected a couple of years ago in the recall election, and I feel very strongly that it's important that we not change. He's been on there for 2 years. He's gone through the tough decisions, the tough things with the bankruptcy decisions and other issues that we've had to deal with. And I think he deserves a shot at a full term to really continue the work that he's already started. So
wonderful. On that note,
I'm hopeful that he'll be elected.
On that note, let me ask you the first question. Councilman, do you have any positions on the upcoming election Tuesday, February 2nd?
Well, I think
and you kind of answered that, so that's why
I answered it,
interrupted
and so
you.
I've got a position. As I say, I am supporting Jim, but immediately if he's not successful, I will look to Scott Beard and be more than willing to reach out and meet with him and talk to him and work together. The council, it takes 7 people to run the city. I mean, we've got,
absolutely.
There's 7 votes up there. A couple of people that have been running have indicated that when they get in there, they're going to do this and they're going to do that, and they've got the 100-day plan and all that. Well, the 100-day plan, the most important plan is our plan of adjustment, which is right now in the courts, and getting the plan of adjustment approved through the courts I think we'll do it this year, before the end of this year. That's the critical plan. That's what's going to allow us to get back on a better financial footing, and there's no secret that it takes money to run a city, and
Absolutely.
That's going to give us an opportunity to maybe get back on track and start doing some positive things for the city.
And what you say is very important, that regardless of who wins, that the city, the 7 city people that will work together, regardless of the difference, to make things work out for the city and for the best of San Bernardino.
Right.
So that's very good to hear.
And the other very important thing is kind of happening coincidentally at the same time, and it's good timing, is that we've hired a interim city manager.
Right.
He's coming on for 1 year to start with, and hopefully things will work. But we've hired him specifically to come in and kind of assess where we are. The unfortunate thing, I was telling someone here earlier, I've been on the council 7 years, and this will be my 6th city manager, 6 city managers in 7 years.
At all.
And that's been a real problem. That's been a real problem for continuity and for leadership. So I'm looking forward to some stability there. We've got some other positions that I think are going to be filled. I've met with Mark Scott. That's the person coming on. He's coming from Burbank.
Yes.
And everyone that has met with him that I've talked to has been very optimistic and really looking forward to working with him.
I've heard good things about him.
Yeah, and
right?
I think he's going to fit very well.
Yes. We're hoping that everything runs smooth and that you guys are all able to work together with all.
But I'm not going to make predictions on a
That's fine.
On a race.
You don't
That's
have to
good.
make
We don't like
predictions.
predictions.
And I didn't really come out in any way for in the 6th ward for Williams or Littlefield Richards. I don't really have a horse in that race, if you will. And whoever wins, I'll be able to work with them. I know them both. I've met. I know one a little better than the other, but I plan to work with them, and certainly we'll work with everybody that's on the team. And that's the whole
great
key.
to hear. Yes.
The old saying is there's no I in team.
That's right.
There's not. I think we have not had a real feeling of teamwork and a team in the city of San Bernardino for quite some time.
Correct.
And so hopefully we can, with the city manager come on board, he'll be able to lead our team.
So we'll have a new city manager on February. And
right.
City Council Ward 6 and City Council Ward 7.
Correct.
Exactly. So 3 new members in the city and 3 new challenges, right? Because then I know you've been working already with some city councils, so kind of got to get adjusted to the other people, right? Their ideas and things like that.
Exactly.
So it's a little challenging.
There's no doubt. I know all the players, and I don't think I'll have a problem working with any of them.
That's good. Well, let's move forward. Recently, the City Council has been working with San Bernardino County Supervisor Josie Gonzalez on the local homeless problem. Can you please explain how this works and what your involvement is with this program?
I'm not an expert on it, so I'm not sure I can explain exactly how it works. But the homeless problem and the related issues of vagrancy and panhandling are a very serious problem in the city of San Bernardino. Now they are it's a problem throughout the country.
It sure is.
And it's a
not
problem.
Just
it's not just San Bernardino.
Yeah.
It is.
We are the largest city. We are the county seat. And because we're the largest, we have the biggest number in proportion.
Yes.
But we're working with the county and our other partners to actively, we want to eliminate homelessness. I think that's a pretty tall order, and that'd be great.
I love that idea.
The county did make a goal to house 400 identified veterans.
That's wonderful.
Which I am a veteran, so I'm proud to say I'm a
that's
Vietnam
wonderful.
veteran.
I love it. Mm-hmm.
And they made their goal.
Yes, they did.
But before the 400
by the way.
but before the 400 were housed, we had another 100. So I mean, it's a perpetual. It's a continuous. But they're going to make that happen too. We just had what they call the point in time count. This was on, I believe it was Thursday. Mm-hmm. And that's put out by HUD. What's HUD stand for? Housing and Urban Development, I believe. And that's a national. And they have all the cities across the country do what's called this point in time. They pick a point in time, and they go out with volunteers, and they count the homeless. And that's how we will receive funds from the national level for homelessness. So this point in time was this last Thursday, from 6 in the morning until at 10 in the morning, and then we just cut it off. So we go out, we send volunteers out. We had a little ditty bag, a little hygiene bag that we were able to give them and ask them if they want help, and then we were able to, number one, count them, and number two, direct them if they need any help.
Resources.
Referrals.
Yes.
So it's a major issue. It's going to take a lot of money. It's the national model is housing first, and that's a real problem, and we've got to be taking a look at our housing stock and how we're going to get this done. Now,
are you guys using different locations, or is there like certain buildings you guys are using, or how
not
is that?
city buildings that I'm aware of, or county? They're private. There is some county funding through the housing authority and what have you. But we're working with landlords and trying to find housing for these people as well as jobs.
That's good.
So it's a major, but my concern has been that we don't duplicate services.
Oh, absolutely.
We've got a number of nonprofits that all are kind of doing the same thing, and my goal would be to get them all to the table. I'm not saying that they haven't been to the table, but to really coordinate that so that we've got everybody getting in their fair share of the very precious and short resources, the funding available, and making sure that whoever's more expert in this area or field of concern can deal with that.
They work with that.
Right.
I like that.
So
That's
each
a
different
more
area.
organized approach is what you're saying,
Right.
and I think we've needed that. We've needed that leadership as well.
Right.
For
but we've put a
nonprofits.
lot of our eggs in one basket here. I kind of fought it. That's called the Access Center, and I wasn't against the idea of an Access Center. I was against the way we got to where we did and how it came about and how it was funded. It was funded at a very high amount of money.
Okay.
And I think some of our other partners kind of took a back seat, and I didn't feel like that was right or fair. In fact, I believed that some of our current partners that we had before we came about this Access Center probably we're already doing a lot of what they're doing.
Right.
So we probably could have done it for a lot less money than we set aside. But again, we're starting into a new.
Hey, you know what? You learn. You learn
yeah.
from your mistakes, and then you start again. I mean, that's just a part of life.
It's a major problem. It's a major problem. And the other thing, I think it's important to say we are willing and we will give the help to those that want it.
Right.
If they don't want our help, then frankly, this is probably not politically correct to say, but we don't want them in our community.
Well, you're the third person that said that on the show, so
because
it's okay.
It's not against the law to be homeless, and we're not hounding poor people, of which these people generally are poor. But if they're down on their luck and if they're homeless and they want the help, the resources, they're available, and we'll help them get them. And the ones that choose,
so we could only help those that want to be helped. So
the ones that choose the lifestyle, we really don't want them here in our community, bothering our businesses and our that are doing panhandling.
Because we do have a lot of panhandling on the freeways, and
we get tired of that. I mean,
people sleeping on the freeways. I mean, we do see that, with their tents or on the streets or in the city, downtown San Bernardino. So
you made me think of another plug for a new program that we've developed and have funded. The council voted to fund it. We were doing it as a pilot program for 1 day a week, but have since funded it for 4 days a week, and we're calling it the Quality of Life Team. And what that is, because again, remember, we still live in the United States of America, and there are laws, and we have to follow the laws. A lot of people think, just pick them up and get them off the street and take them and dump them somewhere. Can't do that.
We can do that.
So we've got 3 departments working together, which is great, always when you're partnering and working together. We've got PD, Parks, and Public Works. And the PD goes out and finds these encampments and these people. They let them know that we're coming back in 72 hours, and they better be gone. And if they aren't, they're going to be gone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they get cited 72 hours prior. Then we go back out 72 hours later, and they will either have been gone or they will leave.
Now, how has that been working?
It's working real well.
Good. Okay.
But it's kind of whack-a-mole, the same old thing. You get them out of this area and they pop up somewhere else. So, and one crew I went with on a morning went on a tour. And I was told by our people that we want to get the word out. Anybody that would like to do that, they could contact my office, or they could contact Public Works or Mickey Valdivia, who's the director of parks. He's very intimately involved in it, or through the PD. And they can go out on a morning ride-along, and we'll show you what we're doing. But
I think some of these nonprofits that are so interested in helping, maybe that would be a good idea for them.
And for
another,
them to participate so they can see.
Another really big issue that we have in our community is getting the word out and letting people know, letting our citizens know what we're doing.
We do need more communication.
A lot of people think we're not doing anything, and I indeed
are correcting us, right?
Well, we're working on it. We really are. It sounds, but we really are working on it.
But you guys do have all of this on the calendar event for the San Bernardino City page, correct? When you guys do all this stuff, it's on the page? On the calendar? Because I
would think so,
this.
yes. Okay. I can't answer that emphatically, but I think you can find anything out. And just certainly call the council office, 384-5188. And they will direct you to someone. And, of course, you can always call that number, the 384, is it 7272? I think it is. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I don't have my phone with me,
we're
but
going to
I'll
move
find it out
along
right
to
now.
our next question that I have for you. And it's everyone in the city is looking for a resolution for the bankruptcy in 2016. You have been a strong leader on the council and have been leading the charge. What more do you want to see happen for the city to get back fiscal responsibility?
Well, we could go on and on that one for a long time. I think when you say I've been leading the charge, I have been instrumental and have promoted the idea of contracting out services. We are in the process of contracting out fire services, and I believe that will happen this year. In fact, it needs to happen. LAFCO had a big hearing on that last Wednesday, I believe.
Okay.
And that has to go through a process. But the council, it was, again, one of those votes that Jim Mulvihill and two other of my colleagues voted to contract out fire. It was a 4-3 vote, and it wasn't an easy one because the citizens think they want their own fire department, and I get that. But we're going to save somewhere between $8 and $10 to $12 million a year by contracting out. Now, I shouldn't say save. Full disclosure. We
want full disclosure. We appreciate that.
In order for this plan to work, we've had to impose $148. It's a fee, but I'll call it what everyone else wants to call it. It's a tax.
Yep, and that's what it is.
And I am not for raising taxes, believe me.
Please, not on these people. Not on us.
There's no choice in the matter in this case. This would not have worked without that revenue stream coming in, and it would not have gotten approved, and we would not have it. Now, this is going to dovetail into a plan that the police department has brought forward, and as you all know, there's no questions on here talking about PD, but PD is a big, big issue. Crime in this city is a big, big issue, and our chief is doing a wonderful job. We all know that. We saw him all over the world news with that horrible tragedy on December 2nd.
Yes, they did. Our rescue team did
and
really
he's done a splendid job, phenomenal job leading us. But he's brought forth a 5-year plan that's about $60 million over 5 years. Wow. And we've approved that. And whether or not we're able to fund every bit of that $10 to $12 million a year, we're not sure. But we plan, and it'll take a vote of the council to dedicate a lot of money that we're going to be saving out of this contracting out services to dedicate it to and fund his plan, his 5-year plan, and that's going to be key. I was telling someone here earlier, it's jobs and money is going to fix the problem, and they all work together.
We've got to create more jobs.
We've got to create jobs.
And I'm glad you're talking about jobs. And we do have to go on a break. Okay. But once we come back, we'll talk about the jobs and we'll talk about small businesses. And we'll be back after this break. Thank you.
You're listening to KCAA Loma Linda at 106.5 FM, K293CF Moreno Valley.
GNC Media presents R&B for the Soul. Saturday, February 13th, 2016. A pre-Valentine's Day event. Live at the Radisson Hotel, Whittier. That Delphonics Review featuring Gary Stevens, Andre Ray of LTD Forever, hosted by BET Comic View comedian Dexter Miles.
and musical director Bobby Wilkerson.
Corey Clark from American Idol Season 2. Saturday, February 13th, 2016, a pre-Valentine's Day event. Doors open at 8 p.m. Tickets available on brownpapertickets.com. Live at the Whittier Radisson Hotel with Juliet Rose.
Including Cherie Dunn.
Amori the songstress. Robert Goldman. Vicki Robinson. Get your tickets from brownpapertickets.com or call 626-443-9178. This is a GNC Media production.
So we're back, and we did left off with talking about creating more jobs, which is important in San Bernardino. And we'll move on with the next question since we left off with that. We get a lot of questions regarding the business atmosphere in the city of San Bernardino. Is there anything more the city can do to retain the business we have and attract more businesses to come here?
Well, the answer to that, of course, is yes. But it's going to take a concerted effort of everybody. It isn't, it took us a long time to get into the situation we're in. One of the things that we're doing, of course, at the city, and we've approved, is we've hired a world leader in development, a master developer to develop this facility right here, the Carousel
wonderful.
Central City Mall.
Right.
And so we're optimistic about that. I've got some ideas that I'm probably not going to share here on the radio, but I'll sit down with our new city manager and give him some ideas in terms of retention. I don't want to say we've been asleep at the switch, but we have been in a couple of cases.
Just a little.
We've let some people go, and we've lost some
great people.
We've lost some jobs, some businesses. One that comes to mind really is the AAA. They left their downtown facility because we were not doing, I don't think, a good enough job of really hearing their concerns. And we're finding out too late
yes, I remember
that somebody's
building.
leaving.
So do I remember that
and
building
so one of the things that I hope we can do is come up with some way to really be reaching out on a regular basis to the business community,
right?
And partnering, maybe being a better partner with the Chamber of Commerce here locally,
absolutely,
right?
And working together to do that. I say create jobs. I'm a big stickler that government does not create jobs.
Absolutely, no, government does not. It only creates a mess.
Actually, we've created too many, I'm afraid.
Yep, we need businesses
in some cases, but. Small business creates jobs
yes.
and creates economy.
Yes.
And so obviously dealing with our crime problem, our homeless problem, our image problem, there's so many things that we need to deal with, and I think we're getting there. I think
but it also works like
direction.
Together, just what you were saying, working with getting more police, because of course if we create more businesses, we need more security for the police to be there, so that all these thefts and stuff like that, even through this weekend that came out, and a robbery that was fatal this weekend. So we do need more police security in the city.
Right.
So all of that is combined. So there is a lot of work that we do still need to do in San Bernardino, and we have to, have and support our leaders. And I went to the last city council meeting, and I think that as a community, we need to support a little bit more of the leaders. And I understand there's a lot of issues going on, but I also think that if we support and give out our ideas instead of just judging and complaining, I think that we can accomplish more as a community to bring our ideas down to the city hall and create more positiveness in the city.
Right.
I really believe that supporting our leaders as to creating more opportunity for small businesses to move in, and seeing how we can move in also more police into our cities, because definitely the security, not only for the business owners, but as just the community being here.
And Carla and I
Schools
promote
and everything.
entrepreneurs.
So
we are totally,
yes.
we totally support entrepreneurs.
Right.
We think it's really important that this city gets some businesses in here.
Well, and again, we public safety is expensive, and public safety is police and fire.
Right.
And as hard as it was to vote for an increase in a property tax, it wasn't going to happen without it. And I'm afraid that government has maybe people don't believe us that we're really in trouble. And if we had if we don't get that passed, we're going to have there may be some locks on park gates.
Oh, no.
I mean, and it really is serious. And
Right.
I was told by somebody that's been in government and really experienced that, and was working on an issue in another city, and they told the people that we're going to need to raise your taxes, and or we're going to have to close down some community centers, what have you. The people didn't believe them, and too many times I think in the past we've figured out a way to not close them down just because it's politically correct and we don't want to take the heat from the constituents. Well, in this case, the people didn't vote for the tax, and the day the tax didn't pass, they closed down all, and the people came out of the woodwork saying, "Wait a minute, we didn't think you were serious.
We'll pay the tax. We're sorry, we take it back.
Maybe we better take a look at that." And I'm coming from business. People only care about how we spend their money. It's not that they're not willing to pay. Now, certainly it's easier for some than others.
Correct.
But people are willing to pay. They understand there's no free lunch, and they understand, but they want their services, and they want to make sure that they're getting bang for their buck, as they say.
Absolutely.
Right.
So
and
there's a lot to still to come.
Yes,
and
there is still a lot
done.
to work on, and hopefully now that, of course, like I said, I know there's new city people coming in, but at the same time, I think they all. We have interviewed them, except for Basin, I think, but I'm sure they know, they understand what the need is in San Bernardino, and we have a lot of work to do. And as I said it before, it's not only up to the leaders, but also as the community, to try to be there, to be at the city council's meetings, and be aware of what's going on in the city, in all the wards, not just on the ward that they're
voting in,
that they're living in, because all the wards in San Bernardino affects one another. We're so close to one another.
I've been a person that I'm not completely supportive of the ward system, but it's here to stay. I'll say that, and I can live within it. But what's impacts the fourth ward can have an impact on the first ward. What impacts down here in the first ward can certainly have an impact up in the north end.
Absolutely.
So,
because if you're talking about crime or whatever,
together.
I mean, it goes citywide. It doesn't stop.
And we've all got to be working together. And, of course, when you say get engaged, well, of course, Tuesday is very important. Get out and vote. Get out and vote. If you've got those
please vote.
Absentee ballots, you can get those dropped off if you haven't gotten them in the mail yet.
Right.
And they're go to your polling place and cast that important vote. That's how people speak to their leaders.
Well, and that is how, as a community, we can make a change. It's important that we come out and vote and make the decisions of who's going to be sitting in the city and who is going to be representing us. That is important, because then we can't complain. We can't sit there and complain, but those who are trying to make a change, it's so hard for them also, because it's only so many that are voting.
Right.
And so many
and
that are complaining.
A lot more. I think they said 6,000
and so many that are collaborating, and
I think 6,000 people voted the last time, wasn't it that?
Oh, I don't
unbelievably small,
very,
and we
very
really we hope to see at least double that.
Yeah, very, very small.
This next
I anticipate this will be a small turnout in these two wards. It's just kind of what it is, and that's too bad, but. We'll see.
It is, and then there's
maybe they'll surprise us.
And there's still a lot of work also to be done for us, or even those to just come out and try to create something so that the people can get more involved and can come and vote.
Right.
I think that's still a job to be done also.
Another thing that I would ask the public to consider right now as we start a new year and start with new people and a new leader in the city manager's office, I I was going to say trust us. Nope, don't trust government. I'm from the government.
They're not going to listen. You say that.
I'm from the government.
So
and
you're saying don't
help.
trust.
Yeah. I'm going to ask that they give us some time. We do have new people in place. We do have some plans. We do have some programs that are starting to show.
Right.
I was with our new sergeant that's running this quality of life team from the PD, and he says, please, council member, give me some time. Let me get a handle on this.
And everything takes time.
Everything takes
time. It takes time to mess things up,
right.
And it also takes time to clean things up.
And when I was first running, we had a major problem with graffiti, and I followed a fellow by the name of Randy Kettle around, and he had been given the challenge of ending graffiti. And everywhere we were going, as I was running my campaign, he'd be speaking at a community group, and I'd follow him. And his last words was, just bear with me, just give me time. And I would follow him and speak and say, I'll give you time, but we want to see results.
We want to see results.
And how much time? We'll give you
right.
a reasonable amount of time. So I'm asking the citizens to give us a chance now with the new election, a new city manager.
And graffiti is much better.
He really did get a handle on it.
The first time I seen any on the freeway was the other day, and I thought, wow, I haven't seen any in a long time.
I do trust Sergeant Manny Gaitan. That he's gonna do a phenomenal job.
So you're saying that
program.
if the community gives you that time, we will see results.
Yep.
Correct. Okay.
So
that's great.
I've spoken at a couple of events for this starting in the new year, and I've been optimistic about 2016. Everything isn't going to happen, but I think the key is I do believe we'll be confirmed by the courts with our plan of adjustment, and that's critical that we get that behind us and really start rolling up our sleeves.
Then the ball will start rolling.
Yeah, we can stop.
You'll see some progress.
We've spent an awful lot of money and an awful lot of energy and time and staff time and meetings and court dates. We'll get all that behind us, and we can go to work and do what
work for the community like you're supposed
to do, and that is to deliver services to our constituents and to the citizens of San Bernardino.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
Mr. Fred. Thank you. A lot of good information today's show, and I thank you so much again for joining us this Sunday.
Thank you. I'm pleased to be here.
Thank you so much, Fred, also from me as well.
Looking forward to seeing you again for a second interview.
Yes.
Invite me
so
back.
that you
I'll
can follow up on us with all these great programs that you guys you have talked about today.
We'll review the tape and make sure that we have got results in 6 or 12 months.
So let's most definitely.
If they don't have any results, I won't be reelected, and I might not be back here.
Well, we're looking forward for the results. So thank you so much.
All right. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
Together together, just you and me. Forever and forever, I live inside your dreams. My heart, my love will be together, just you and me. I can hear the angels ringing their chimes of bells. I can hear the angels ringing their chimes of bells. Through the mountain skies, on the top of the river high, down to an ocean blue, I'll always be with you. Forever and forever, I live inside your dreams. My heart, my love will be together, just you and me. Ever and forever, I live inside your dreams. Heart, my love will be together, just you and me. Ever and forever, I live inside your dreams. My heart, my love will be together, just you and me. Ever and forever, just you and I. Oh yeah, heart, my love will be forever and ever. Ooh, ever and forever. Ooh, yeah. My heart, my love will be together. I can hear the angels and forever. Many times of bells, just you and me.
GNC Media presents R&B for the Soul. Saturday, February 13th, 2016. A pre-Valentine's Day event. Live at the Radisson Hotel, Whittier. That Delphonics Review featuring Gary Stevens, Andre Ray of LTD Forever. Hosted by BET Comic View comedian Dexter Miles.
And musical director Bobby Wilkerson.
Corey Clark from American Idol Season 2. Saturday, February 13th, 2016, a pre-Valentine's Day event. Doors open at 8 p.m. Tickets available on brownpapertickets.com. Live at the Whittier Radisson Hotel with Juliet Rose.
Including Cherie Dunn.
Amori the songstress. Robert Goldman. Vicki Robinson. Get your tickets from brownpapertickets.com or call 626-443-9178. This is a GNC Media production.
Hello, and we're back. This is Carla.
And Nancy.
And we have here Lucretia.
Hi, Lucretia Dowdy.
We're so happy to have you guys today.
And comedian Anthony Stone.
All right.
Anthony Stone. Okay, Anthony.
Brought some funnies to the table today.
Wait a minute, he brought his radio voice with him. Excellent. I love it.
Awesome.
Okay, so I invited you guys because we are having an amazing, awesome, fantastic event coming up on February 6th.
Yes, excited,
right?
yes.
So tell us a little bit about it.
Awesome. Well, thank you, ladies, for having us here.
We're happy to have you.
Thank you once again. My name is Lou. I got to give my company a shout out, Lou Productions, but I'm here.
Of course.
But I'm here representing the Black Chamber of Commerce, Inland Empire. Shout out to our president, Tammy Martin Rios.
Tammy,
yes.
Hope you're listening.
Yes.
And she is.
Better call.
Yeah, and I want to shout out Lene Norwood, who is the chair for this year's Black Expo committee, who's been doing a fabulous job.
She's been doing a fantastic
Yeah.
job. She's been honest.
Yes.
I'll be like, clink, clink,
Yeah.
6 in the morning. I'm like, what is that?
Going
What is
crazy
you
on
talking
Messenger,
about?
right, with those Facebook messages. But that's how it is whenever you put together, as you know, you did the Tamale Festival, putting together, coordinating
That's what
big
my tamale
event.
team would be like.
Yeah,
What are you
huge
texting
events
right now.
But we're really excited. This year theme we're talking about, definitely in light of what happened last year, San Bernardino Strong, but all lives matter. And our theme, we're actually are working on culture pieces that's going to talk about the pillars here within San Bernardino County that have paved the way years to come for our generation now. So we're excited about that. So it's going to be just a great day of vendors and just food, family, fun, festivities and all that jazz. We have some awesome indie artists that's going to be performing, such as our LP artist, Naya Banks. We have Guap Fam, Dunamis L1019. Fitz Taylor, I know he was on your show not too long ago, Puerto Rican Poppy with his sexy self.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, got to give him a shout out.
Yes.
We have the talented Bernice Celeste as well, and a couple other artists. Franklin
the show is
Barnes.
going to be from 10 to 5. So
Yeah.
we have lots and lots and lots of entertainment.
Talent, yeah.
But before you move on with your entertainment, we do have a phone call in. So I'm going to have Nancy, since you have the headsets, go ahead and answer that call. And I believe it's Barbara Babcock and online. So go ahead, Barbara. How are
Hi,
you?
Barbara.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
We're doing wonderful. How are you?
Doing great, thank you.
I am just so excited for the city.
I am too. It seems like everything's turning around.
I think that December 2 was a make or break day for us, and we are going to let this city become stronger than before.
Amen. That's
Amen is right.
And you know what? I just had to disagree with a couple of things that Fred Charette said. He said, I'm expecting a small turnout. Let's not think that way. Let's think that people are going to realize, damn it, this is our... Oh, can I say that? No, I can't.
I believe we're live. I believe we're live.
In the past
We would erase it if we could.
You know what? We can make a difference. Look at 4 years ago. Gigi Hanna won with 3 votes.
I know.
So don't listen to Fred on that.
Well, we'll listen to him, but we just on that matter, we hope that he's wrong about the turnout. It may be he may be
He was
wrong.
wrong about that sweater too.
The other thing is, I just wanted to say, you guys know that I love this city, and I'm outspoken and I talk a lot, but I do have my issues, and I am strongly supporting Scott Beard and some things that went on this past week. You guys have been following in the newspaper. It's just a shame that I call them the experts. Sometimes tell people say this, and the nasty things that were coming out from Mr. Mulvihill and let's just face it, the distortions. That's not Jim that we know. I think it's his campaign advisors.
Yeah, he was a very nice man. We really enjoyed interviewing him.
He's very easygoing, and the reason that Letitia ran and that Damon ran and that so many people ran was because we had not seen in 2 years. You expect some results.
Yeah.
And when Scott had put the money, like a couple $100,000 into doing the recall, he thought more things were going to be happening. But I tell you, a lot of people, including our mayor, who is now learning to be a politician. He came in as a CPA, but Mayor Davis is supporting Scott Beard. Former Congressman Gary Miller is supporting him. Mayor Aquanetta Warren, Supervisor Josie Gonzalez, mayors from all around, and people in Sacramento are excited about a change, because you know what? We need somebody with business sense on that city council. Awesome. We need someone that knows how to make business work.
Well, thank you so much, Barbara.
I just beg
for calling
people,
in. We
please,
appreciate that.
Please vote. Do what you're going to do, but maybe this is a time for a change, because I really believe that. I want to come on and talk with you guys, because guess what? I've got $200,000.
Well, we'd love to have you come on.
I will come on in a week or two, and we will talk about how the Fine Arts Commission is going to make a difference.
Oh, wonderful. We
But
need
you know
fine
what?
arts.
We've
in
got
this.
money. We want to spend it on the kids, and we've got grants coming up again. So
Excited about that
everybody
grant
vote.
opportunity.
Yes,
Turn them
yes.
out. Let's
Oh,
show
I
them how
love the
wrong
kids.
they are. Let's make a great turnout. And just my last words. I like Scott Beard. Talk to you guys later.
Thank you so
Bye.
much,
Thank you,
Barbara.
Barbara. Thank you.
for
Bye-bye.
calling
Love
in.
you guys.
Awesome,
that
awesome.
was Barbara.
Yes, and
Thank you,
excited
Barbara,
about that
for listening
grant
in.
opportunity that she has coming up. So definitely,
Yes, looking forward to going and visiting over there too. I
yeah,
haven't gone.
doing a lot of
honestly,
things
so-
in the community for the arts.
Yes.
Our
definitely.
community really needs some arts, does it? It needs
Oh,
some
yeah.
culture. We really need
Definitely.
to culture these kids. They
Yes.
deserve that.
We are an urban community that is saturated with talented.
Absolutely, I agree with
youth,
that.
and not just youth, but adults as well. You know, and that's one thing. Not to talk about Loop Productions really quick, but my entity provide platforms for artists to display their gifts and their talents. So we're really big when it comes to the arts here in the IE. So, but y'all want to
So
get back to this
going
expo?
back, so this is a free event, correct?
Yes,
Free
yes,
event,
yes.
Live entertainment.
Yes, we have our host that's going to be here, comedian Anthony Stone. What's up? Who's going to be
Go
with
ahead,
the funnies?
Go ahead and do your microphone.
Yeah, I was just want to say I'm very happy to be here, and I hope to see you all February 6th.
That's next week.
Happy. I am happy.
Okay,
I am happy.
next Saturday.
And
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Going down.
And we already, it's the Black History Expo, family fun. Everything's kind of symbolic. Black History, shortest month of the year. We get the shortest segment on the show, so that's cool. I'm just happy.
Oh no, we're sorry.
That,
You're a comedian.
that-
You're a comedian.
I'm just happy that
We're so sorry.
I'm just playing. No, it's a joke.
You
Um,
just teasing
what he
me?
does.
Okay.
Yes,
Of
that's
course,
what he
of course,
does.
I'm teasing, I'm teasing. But no, I'm excited.
Nancy,
Well,
like,
she was about
whoa.
to get me out of here.
It's
Cut
all
the show.
love.
Cut the mic off. But it is a wonderful event. This will be I've been involved with this event over the years for quite a while. So I'm definitely excited to.
And every
to do
culture
it
should
again.
come to this.
Yes.
This is not
yes,
just
yes.
about Black Expo.
Everybody,
Yes,
yeah,
that's
most
that's the
definitely.
thing. We all need to integrate with each other because I think it makes it more beautiful.
Urban, we are our melting pot, definitely.
The United States is a melting pot, and that's
Exactly.
what
You
it's
know
meant
what?
to be.
And that everybody learns our different culture because we all live here together, so we all need to learn about more of our culture, more of our history, to get to know
Exactly.
each other and,
I
and
totally
know more
agree.
of everything, because I know we're gonna have different foods, right?
Yes,
So-
of course. Yeah, it's going down. All kind of food.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
and shout out to you for getting some of those vendors from your tamale festival.
Oh, good. There's going to be
That's
tamales
going to be coming
there.
down. So yeah,
Woo.
barbecue and all kind of stuff. First Five San Bernardino is one of the big sponsors that's going to be there providing a kids zone. So bring your children out. There's going to be a lot of free gifts and activity, face painting,
I love
balloon
that.
art.
This sounds so
a
fun.
DJ, Official Biz is going to be there playing some old school R&B. There's going to be some line dancing. You guys already know how we get down with that the line dancing and whatnot. So I'm definitely excited about that. I want to just give a shout out to our president Tammy Martin Rouse and
Yes,
Navar,
Tammy.
our
Navar.
board. Our whole BCCIE board and everyone
Yes.
who was working tirelessly to make sure that this event is successful.
Most
so thank
definitely.
you so much, Carla, for having us here.
Thank you guys for
Thank you
coming
very
out and
much for
sharing it
coming
with
out.
us. Yes, most definitely. And we'll see you next Saturday.
Hey.
Whoop,
Whoa,
whoop.
whoa.
And we'll see you next Saturday. It starts at what time again?
At
10
10 a.m. Pacesetters is going to be out.
Okay.
Pacesetter.
And where is it located?
Court Street.
Yes.
Court Street.
Court
Okay.
E.
Yes, in front of City Hall.
Yes.
February
City Hall.
6th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
BCCIE.
This is 1050 AM KCAA Loma Linda and 106.5 FM Yucaipa.
Your NBC Sports Radio update starts now.
Megatron just may be gone. I'm Keith Irizarry. The breaking news from 2 hours ago, and we haven't seen anything that has changed it. ESPN's Adam Schefter says Calvin Johnson told his family and his team that 2015 would be his last season in the NFL. If it is, 9 years of action. Elsewhere.